Hey guys, this is E with Scrapbooking with Me, and welcome to E's Make It Monday. What we're going to do today, I found this journal under my pile of things on my table. This is the AJ journal for June. That's when I quit working on this. I had completely forgot about it until I had somebody ask about it, and they asked had I put the pages in there, and I got to looking for it, and I thought I had finished it, but evidently I haven't done anything on it except make the cover. And you know, this was the cover that we made from an old file folder. And then I've got my pages folded, but I don't have them stitched in. So we need to do lots of work on this. Now, I'm going to do something today a little bit different. You guys get tired of hearing that, I know, from me. A little different. We're going to make some of these. And if you can see this, let's just do it like this so you can see it. This is punched. And then when you flip it over, this has got two separate pockets that flip out. And let's just say you put, let's just grab something. This is not a tag, but we're going to grab it. If you put a tag in this one, if it'll go, if this tag will go, whoops, come on now. If you put a tag in that one, then it would actually hold this other one down. So you've got, and then you can put another tag in this one up here. So you could put a tall tag in this one, two short tags, whatever you would want to do. But I just thought it's a little bit different. It's almost like some flip outs that we have done before, but I wanted to split these so I could have two separate pockets. So that's how they would look on this side, and you could decorate this, and then you can use one at a time if you want, or both of them. And then on this side you get a little tuck that is going to be punched. Now I have just got one punch out right now, and this is an old Stamp It Up punch. I'm sure you've got some different edge punches. This is just the little scallop, and that's what I'm going to use. But I just thought that was cute, and I'm going to make some of them, and I'm going to make some for this journal. I have pulled out some extra papers, or some like the ones I have in the journal. So I think we're going to use these. And I'm trying to figure out, I think I'll use this one first since it's already got the edges torn off of it. And I will tell you who these are from. These are from Lynn Art Studios, I do believe. I think I got these last year. Long before I even started making digitals. Now, I think I want that like that. And then this is going to be where I'll probably split this one in a different height. You could split it, you know, little up here, big at the bottom, however you want. But I think I'll split it right here, and that will give me this complete pot with the flowers and then something else at the top. So I fold this a little bit over so that you can get the full advantage of all of that pocket and not lose any of the pocket. You know, when you glue the little edge down, a lot of times you lose part of that pocket. And you know what? Today, since I can't fold straight, today I am going to use my little scoreboard here and see if I can actually fold something straighter. Let's see if I can find, well, I may not if I can't find my little, there it is, way over there buried under something else. I drastically need to clean off my desk and my table. So I think I'm going to score them this time, and then I can hopefully get them a little bit more even. I started to say evener. Evener? Is that a word? No. Alright, now this one, when I'm folding big, I don't have a problem. It's just when I fold little. Does that make any sense? I don't know why. I think the paper stretches. It's all the paper's fault. Now, bone folder, where are you? This one will work. It's the first one I found. Now, we're going to say that's even. Is that even? It looks even to me. And now you just, now this is probably, let's see. This is actually 2 inches, looks like. Yeah, it's about 2 1/8, but I'd make it about 2 inches if you want to measure. I just kind of fold it up where I want to. And then this one is going to come, you're going to fold this up now right before you get to that fold. Leave a little bit of space in there because you don't want them bumping into each other. So we'll fold that right there, like that. Okay. So you've got this one, and then you have this one. And then on this side, we've got that beautiful blue flower. Isn't that pretty? Now, on this piece right here, this paper I didn't back. So, and I want this thicker in order to be able to punch. So I'm going to line this with something. It doesn't matter what you line it with because it's going to be glued down. And you're not going to see it. So I'm just going to line it with some of this paper I've got on my desk. Miss scrap paper. And I will tear it or cut it right there. I think I'll just cut it, maybe. So how are you guys today? Did everybody have a good weekend? I was lazy all weekend. I know you get tired of hearing me say that too. I was lazy. I actually, well, I kept my grandbabies overnight, one night, while, I think Saturday night, while Alicia and them had singings in, I think they had singings in Clanton and Alexander City. And so the girls stayed with me, and we just, they did their own thing. They're so good. They just kind of go and do their own thing, and they like to watch their little movies and things, so they stayed busy with that. And Brooklyn came out here and did a little bit of crafting, and then she got tired of that. You know, her attention span is real short. So then she went in and started watching some videos and things too. And so Alicia texted and said, well, how are they? And I said, I don't know. And she said, what do you mean you don't know? I said, well, they've been up in their bedrooms ever since you brought them over, so I don't know. She said, Mom, make them come down and sit with you. I said, I am not going to do it. If they want to come down here with me, that's fine, but I'm not going to make those kids come down and sit with me. No, that would be punishment, I think. Because I would have not wanted to come down and sit with my grandmother and just sit there and watch some of the silly stuff that she watched on TV. So anyway, I know they would have if I had asked, but I wasn't going to ask. I was going to let them enjoy themselves and do their own thing. Alright, so we've got that line. Now, I'm not going to punch this until the glue starts drying, because if you try to punch it now, you're going to be in trouble. I can just tell you that right away. Because I tried to punch that other one too quick, and I got in some trouble. I am going to even up this end. It looks like when I trimmed that off, I didn't get it even, so I'm just going to even this end up. So anyway, and then yesterday, Benji came and got them around 1, I guess, something like that. And then from then on, I just kind of chilled and did nothing. I watched a couple of movies, and I worked on a couple of digitals, and then I just said, well, I don't want to do anything else. So I didn't. Now I am just marking where I think I want to cut this one. This one's going to be a big one and then a small one. Let's see. Make sure I got it marked about right. Looks good. And then if you want to mark it directly in the center, you can do that with this ruler as well. This is our center ruler. It has the 0 center on it, as you can see right there. And so you can find the center real easy. Now I'm just going to put this back in my trimmer. And hopefully I'm not going to cut it too far. Alright. See if I can get it in there pretty straight. Okay, I'm just going to go down and cut. Alright, that's good enough, I think. Now I cut all the way up to, and I cut through this side. Right there. So see, you've got 2 separate things. I don't cut on into this. Into your little seam there, or your little fold. I don't cut into that. I just cut up to that. Now I'm going to do a little bit of inking on mine. Wait, first I'm going to punch it, and then I'll do some inking. I don't know what I got on my punch. So anyways, and then I think I probably got a little bit depressed yesterday afternoon. I found out that my brother's cancer has come back, and he's got to have another surgery and then possibly chemo, and that got me a little bit down. And then my sister-in-law is about to have heart surgery, about the same kind of surgery that Whit had, and that just kind of brought a flood of emotions back to me. And so she's pretty sick. They're just waiting on the scheduling for the surgery. But I think from there, I couldn't do anything else. I don't know if anybody else suffers from depression or not, but I can't function when I really get depressed. My functionality just goes away. I can't function, I can't think. I just have to sit and get my mind off on something else if I can. And that's why a lot of times I'll just watch something really silly on TV, and sometimes that'll get my mind off of what I'm dwelling on, and it helps me a little bit. But anyway, if you guys would remember my brother and my sister-in-law, and it's not his wife, it is my other brother's wife that's having the heart surgery. But remember my brother and his family, and then my sister-in-law and my other brother. Seems like they're both going to have surgery this week, so it's going to be a pretty critical week. And my brother wants me to come down when his wife has surgery, and I want to go because she's having surgery in the same surgical facility and hospital surgery place, everything that Whit's had all of his heart surgeries, and I'm gonna go and be with him. But at the same time, I'm really dreading going back in there again. I mean, I don't know. Anyway, I will go for him. So, okay, we've got two pockets. One's a little bit smaller up here, and then this one, and then we're going to see if this is dry enough to punch. It may not be, but we're going to see. Now, I start my punching a little bit different than most people. I start in the middle because I like to try to get both ends balanced out. But you can start at the end if you want. It doesn't matter. It's just my thing. All of it, but that part was dry. That part wasn't too dry. So we shall see if we can. I don't think I made too big of a mess. Oh me, I got little dots on my desk. Aaron's gonna be upset. Yeah, that punched pretty good. I've got a couple of little pieces up here. And then I go over it with my ink because I like for it to stand out a little bit more. And if you put a little ink on it, it'll stand out a little bit more. So I just go over the edge with my ink like that. And then let's just show you. I'm going to fold this one this way so I can show you what it would look like. So that's going to be the tuck right there. Isn't that pretty? And then this side, that's going to be your two pockets. And they both will flip out at separate times if you want, or at the same time if you want. And then we'll embellish these later. Right now I just want to get a few made. Now you can make these out of any kind of paper you want. I just happen to have this, and some of this is the same paper that I used inside the journal, so I wanted to use it. Let's see, I'm just going to go around this real quick and cut the white off. And you can also use any size paper you want. You can make these with little papers, big papers, whatever paper you want. Okay, I think I'm going to try to do this one the opposite direction. And let's see if I can. I'm just going to flip this around, put it right here, and put a little score in there. And I do about a 1/2 inch score. There we go. So that's what's happening in my world. Tell me what's happening in your world. Alright, so I think I wanted this side to be my little flip. I wanted to get part of that in there so it'll actually flip this way. And then we'll fold a little bit of this back. And here again, you can fold as little or as much of this as you want, just depending on how large you want your pockets. Okay, then we'll open that back up and bring this over. And I'm going to bring it almost up to that score line. And then fold it like that. So I've got just a little room between the end of my fold and the score line there. And that's what you want. Alright. And I'm going to go ahead and cover this because we know that we're going to have some extra paper on there. We know we are going to have it because that paper is just not thick enough. This is printed on just regular copy paper, so it is not thick enough to hold up, and I want my little tuck to be nice and strong. So how hot is it in your world? We're going to have over 100-degree weather here this week, and with the humidity, it's probably going to feel like 130. Needless to say, I am not going outside. I don't even think I'll go out and get the mail. I ordered my groceries over the weekend, had them delivered because I didn't want to fight the crowd and the heat. And most everything outside's done. I do have to go check on the pool and stuff, but I'll do that later this afternoon when the sun goes down. But I am not going out and about, I can tell you that much. I don't want to have a heat stroke. That's what I'm afraid a lot of people are going to have, especially people who are having to work out in the mess. Ugh. I feel sorry for them. Now on this one, I think I'm just going to cut it in half. So I'm going to take my little ruler with the 0 center, and then I'm just going to make sure that these ends line up, like that's right after 4 and that's right after 4. So that means that is my center. Right there. It's really easy when you get used to using these center rulers. They're real easy to use. Okay. Then I'm just going to put my little line here so I can cut it hopefully straight. And then we'll decorate a few of these. I know you guys are like, okay, I know how to make it. Let's decorate. So we'll do that. Now we may even make one a little bit different. I think I might want to make one just whole. Uh-oh, I almost cut that one too much. It might be better to cut it with your scissors if you're like me and you just get happy with it. See, I cut into that. So what I'm going to do is put a little bit of washi right here. Some of this really sticky washi. No, that's too thick. Let's grab another one. Okay, I think this washi's really sticky. Just going to put a little bit down through there because I don't want that to tear. And that will keep it from tearing and make it a little bit stronger too. Go ahead and glue these down and then we'll punch our holes, or pulls, not holes. I know I saw in Texas it was like 116 or something. Some parts of Texas. We have some family that live out there, and they were saying they were burning up. I know my air has been running constantly. I know our electricity bills will be outrageous. Because I have to keep this big shop or warehouse, whatever you want to call it. I have to keep it cooled too, because I don't let my product get hot. Because some of this paper, if it gets hot, it doesn't work well. And then we have, you know, stickers and things like that, and if they get hot, they mess up. So we keep it at a good temperature. And it's just one of those things, just gonna cost us arm and a leg. We might as well just face it. So someone asked me the other day, how could you add, you know, full sheets of paper like this into a smaller journal without having to cut them up? And this is a good way. This is one good way. There's lots of different ways that you can do that. You can do them as just plain flip outs. You can fold them in different ways and put them in there. There's many, many ways, but this is just one of them. And then, I don't know, I'm going to wait for that to dry a little bit longer before I try to punch it. So let's go ahead and decorate this one a little bit just before I try to punch that other side. I don't want to punch that other side too quick. So I'm afraid if we do, we'll be in trouble. Okay, we do have a ruler here, tear ruler somewhere buried under everything. This is just an old piece of a book page. No, music page. I'll get it out in a minute. Piece of a piece. And I think I will just put that right there. And I'm gonna go ahead and tear it off right after that word there. Use that little piece somewhere else. This is just laying on my desk. I like to use things that's laid on my desk if they work. If they don't, then I'll grab something else. Alright, put that right there. And let's find something to put up here. I might just put this up there. This was one of our little freebies that we had not too long ago. Oops, didn't tear that one close enough. And I just had a few little extra pieces that I printed on regular copy paper. And they've been laying here on my desk for a while. Now, as I've said many times before, you do not have to ink. I like inking. You can do everything that I do without inking. Oh, I like that. Got that blue in it. Okay, and then we need to put a focal point on there. So let me find a focal point. Okay, and looking through my flowers, I'm thinking I'm going to go with this flower and this flower. And put those on there. Oh, I like that. Okay, I've got those on there. I'm going to grab a little piece of washi, tear it in half, and one will go here, and one will go down here. So that is that side. I think those are cute. And then on this side, what will we put? Could actually just put something like that and even have that another pocket if you wanted to. Let's see if I have another that's anything like that one. That might work. These are just some little pieces of ephemera that I have laying here on my desk. And I'm kind of going through those to see if there's anything that will work. One day I'll get these all put away. I think I might just go with these. I'll go with that one at the top maybe. What do we think about that? Yeah, I think I'll put that one at the top. And I'm going to make it another little pocket. Now, if you like your pockets like they are, you don't have to embellish them. You don't have to put anything on them. I think I'm going to set it off this way just a little bit. I don't want to cover that up. And then this one we need to trim a little bit. And I've got that flower down there, so I think I might put this one up a little bit above that flower. Maybe. I'll get another little tuck. Okay, so there are two little pockets, and then I think I want to label up here, not necessarily down here because we've got all this writing, but another little label at the top maybe. I kind of like that one, it pulls it together a little bit, so let's use that one. Okay, so there we go. So we have, let me see if I can find something to tuck in there. We have a little pocket here and a little pocket there that we can tuck some little things like that in if we want. And then let's punch this. It should be dry enough now, I hope. Let's see, I'm going to put something under it. That way I can pick up all those little dots. There we go. Put a little ink on that. And there we are with another, and I think it would go this direction, I believe. Is that right? Yeah. So it would go like that. You have a tuck here, and then on this side, you'll have your little pockets. Cute. Now I think I want something down through here, and I'd like to have a flower. Let's see. I'd like to have a blue flower down through there, but I don't think I have one tall enough. Let's just put that flower on there. I have my blue ones sorted out in my ephemera book, but I don't have the others. One day I'll get around to it, maybe. And if I don't, it'll be okay too. There we go. And a little tiny piece of washi. Oops, wrong way. There we go. And then we could put a label there, and we may do that when we start to put it in the journal. So let's decorate the other ones. I think on this one, and I've just kind of pulled some things out while I had to wait on my camera to charge up a little bit, and I pulled some things out, and I think I'm going to do this. It's just a little tiny piece of old vintage book page. And I don't want to cover up all the lace on this, so I'm just putting a small piece on the edge. And then I've got this Tim Holtz flower. Again, all this was laying on my desk. This is my way of cleaning my desk off, is that's using it. Oh me, I wish I could use it all, I tell you. I guess I could if I just stayed with it 24/7, but it would take that for me to get it all used up. Okay, and put that flower on there. And then down here I thought I'd put that little bird. This has been floating around on my desk for probably 2 years. I move it from one place to the other, and I have never found a place for it until now. So sometimes keeping it in your face, so to speak, helps get it used up. And that's that 1860 book page there. And I don't know, this was off of some paper collection a long while ago. I'm just going to put that there. So that is that side. And then on this side, I went ahead and pulled out some pieces for it too. When my camera's charging, I just go ahead and do whatever I can think of. And I think I'm just going to put that straight down. I'm not going to put anything under it because, like I said, I don't want to cover up all that lace that's on that paper. Just have a pretty lace background. And then I'm just going to put this flower here, and of course I'll put a little piece of washi across the bottom. There we go. And then a little piece of our washi. And this one I'm going to tear a little bit on the edge. And put that other piece over there if I can get it off my finger. And we'll put that right across there, like that. So that has got that piece. And I don't think I'm going to put anything here. I like how that looks. So that will attach on there. There's that one. And then this one, again, I went ahead and pulled out some things while I was waiting on the camera to charge up. Let's see. What did I decide? I don't know. I don't remember now. I know I was going to put this across there. It just says Nature's Beauty. And this I didn't want to cover up a lot because I love this flower cactus. I think I was just going to put that up there, I believe. Let's see. Yeah, I think I was just going to put that piece up there. So let me grab some stuff. Let me grab some stuff here. This one is just about gone. And we sold out of this over the weekend. But we do have about 100 more on the way, so they should be here soon, I hope. Alright, I don't know if I was going to do anything else over there, so let's flip it over. Now, I know over here I wanted to put that little piece of washi on there. And then maybe that piece of vellum. I like that so far. So let's put this down. So you guys don't forget Bethany's birthday if you would. I had asked, you know, if any of you who felt like it. I mean, you don't, it's not an obligation. You don't have to do it. I just, since we did something special for Erin, I'm just trying to make sure that Bethany doesn't feel left out. So her birthday is the 23rd. So if you guys could feel it in your hearts to send her a birthday card, I'm sure she would be tickled to death. She never asks for anything. Never. She's always proud of Erin and what he's accomplished and what he gets and all that. She never acts like she's jealous or anything like that. But I know, I mean, she's 18 and I know all of these years it's kind of been taxing on her that, you know, he does get lots more attention. Of course, he's special needs, so that's what we have to do most of the time. But I'd feel better if we could do something for her. Some little something. If you guys could send her a card, she would love it. And I would appreciate it. Okay, I've got that on there, and then I don't think I want to put anything to cover my flower up on that. But I think over here I might just put this little piece right down at the bottom, maybe. Yeah, she's such a good girl. She never asks for anything. She never asks for any money. She works. She's going to college. I mean, she's just a good girl all around. She doesn't like to date or anything right now. She says, I'll have plenty of time for that later on. So, just a good girl. And I'd just like to do something special for her if I could. Alright, so I think that's all I'm going to do to that one. I really don't want everything covered up. I like that flower. I love that flower. And we got something here, so that's good. That is it. That's quick and easy. But I think they're going to look good in our journals. So that's it, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give us a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button. And don't forget to click that little bell if you will. That will help you get notified when we put up new videos. And go over and subscribe to our Facebook group. You can post all of your creations over there and let us see what you make. We'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.